How y'all doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, whatever. How y'all doing today? It's of course your boy Vuhlandes. What's the goddamn deal, YouTube? And as always, before we start this video, go harass and beat the shit out of the like button, per usual. And also, as per usual, you know what I'm saying, your boy nice and moisturized, hydrated, feeling good, looking good today. No silk scarf or do-rag on today, but we got the hot boy White Sox fitted hat on today, so you know what I'm saying, keeping my head warm in this cold weather that we're having. But anyway, for today's video, like the title says, I have been neglecting my Leica M6, so I'm just going to be going outside, getting some more practice in, and just overall taking pictures with the Leica M6 again, because I haven't taken pictures with the camera in like 2 months maybe. So think it'd be a good time to get outside and just, you know, start taking pictures. So let's go do that. So for whatever reason, in terms of Midwest standards, it has not been cold whatsoever these last couple of months. But this morning was absolutely horrendously cold. Not only have I not been shooting with my camera lately, but shooting in the cold makes me not want to take photos altogether. So I actually really had to power through this one and get out there and take some photos. So because it was so windy this morning, the audio that I recorded for this clip is unusable. But basically what I was saying is that I'm out walking around early in the morning, getting some practice in with the Leica M6. I was also saying that I was standing at the border of Detroit and Highland Park, where I was recording the video, and standing, I was in Detroit, but if I would have stepped maybe 10 steps behind me, I would have been in Highland Park. So thought that was pretty cool. So my hands are literally frozen trying to unwind this camera and take the film out. After I finished shooting some Lomo 400 through the Leica M6, I wanted to shoot something new, but I wanted to shoot something a little bit differently. I've never done flash photography before outside of cameras that have built-in flashes already installed in them. So I was excited to shoot something new and do something a little bit different that I'm not used to. So I ended up taking photos of one of my homies and his kid. A little portion of my book will be the documentation of Black fathers and their kids. So this is a little bit behind the scenes to that. I won't show too much or even show my favorite images from this shoot, which also means that I don't necessarily have any flash photos to show y'all. But what I do have is a couple of flash photos I took around the house. To the average normal YouTube photography viewer, these photos may not mean anything or be special to you, but I will personally say that I am in love with these photos. I do love how the flash fills the entire photo. I like that the flash looks intentional in the photo and doesn't look like an afterthought or just a flash photo from a point and shoot camera. I also love these photos because, like I said, it may not mean anything to anyone, but one day when me and them all have kids and they look back at these photos, they can see and get a little glimpse into our lives when we're in our mid to late 20s. Personally think photos like this are very important, and I very much like these photos, so yeah. Alright, so now that we are back at the crib, I can kind of talk about why I haven't been shooting with my Leica M6. So basically, since the day I got my camera, I shot with it every single day after that. I wasn't too big on rangefinder cameras, but after shooting with it every single day and just, you know, practicing with it, trying to get that practice in with zone focusing and all that, I started to like rangefinders. I started to really love this camera. So the reason I stopped shooting with it as much as I was shooting with it is because I'm trying to finish up my book. And every single time I go out to shoot something for my book, I just take the RZ with me, because even if I'm not going to be shooting something for the book, and I go out to take pictures, I may or may not get a photo for the book. So I would rather just have my RZ on me. And I don't take other cameras out. Like if I take one camera out, that's the only camera I take out, because I don't want to have a bunch of cameras on me just in the way. If I don't use them, then it's just for nothing, making my bag heavier, and it's basically no point. So lately my Leica M6 has been a paperweight, but I've been just so focused on working and just, you know, working on things specifically for my book. And you know, I am the author of my book, so I do want things a certain way, and I do want certain photos shot on a certain format and to look a certain way. So I haven't been taking my Leica M6 out as much, which is fine. It's okay. I still love the camera. I still, you know, want to shoot with it, and I still, you know, I am still eager to shoot with the camera regardless of any of that. Also, I still need to get like 35mm photos for the book. So there's going to be a point in period of time where I'm not even going to touch my RZ. I'm only going to be taking this out to shoot. So it's just been a minute. So if you're wondering why you haven't seen the Leica M6 on the channel in a little bit, that is why. I do still very much love this camera. It is a great camera. It's fun. I did lose a little bit of practice. It is a little bit harder and slower. I am a little bit slower at taking photos than I was when I first, you know, got a little bit more used to it. So it was fun to get out there and definitely, you know, work on that a little bit more. But speaking of that, I also, as y'all seen, did shoot some photos with this weird little flash that Sam let me borrow. But I always wanted to kind of use a flash with my Leica just to see how those photos would turn out, because I've never really done flash photography before. But this flash is a little bit weird because, as you've seen, I have to hold it with my right hand, like the flash with my right hand, and then I have to focus the camera with my left hand, and then I have to take the picture also with my left hand, and it's a little awkward and just like not practical at all. So I don't know if I'll ever be using this flash again, but I do want to get a flash for my Leica and start using it a little bit over my point and shoots. But you know, the point and shoots are fun and they're a little less dramatic, and you know, you point shoot, you don't need to really do too much, and it already has a built-in flash and all that. But I do want to, you know, start taking more flash photos and just kind of get into that, because that's not something I've ever really worked on or done before. So it's like a new I don't know what to call it. It's a new, I don't know, but it's something new that I can do that I haven't done before and learn and stuff like that. So it'd be fun. But other than that, man, like I said, it was very cold outside. I went outside early in the morning, take some photos. Also, I do want to mention that by no means, I think sometimes when I take photos for the internet or on the internet or post them on the internet, a lot of people, I usually only, you know, post my best work. But for these YouTube videos, I am not necessarily like, sometimes I show some of these photos and they're not that great, and I personally know that they're not that great. But like I said, in this video, I was going out to practice. I wasn't going out to take super banger photos. But I feel like sometimes when photographers post pictures, people may interpret it as the photographer saying that this photo is really good because I posted it, when in reality I'm just showing, you know, my process and the photo I took, whether it's good or not. Regardless, it doesn't matter to me to be fully transparent on this channel like I've always been. I post the good, I post the bad, mistakes, all that. So do want to mention that before, you know, I head up out of here in the video. So yeah, but anyway, man, that's probably gonna wrap up the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed, I'm not talking to you because you already did what you had to do. Was gonna try to hit 200K before Christmas. As y'all know, Christmas is now, you know, it's came and gone. So maybe we can still hit it by the end of the year, because I did want to give away an RB67 for hitting 200,000 subscribers. So I just have an RB67 in this bitch, and I don't know what to do with it, because, you know, I mean, I don't necessarily need an RB67. So I don't know, maybe I'll give it to some less fortunate kid in the hood or something like that. That might be a better option anyway. But I do appreciate everybody for subscribing and sharing the channel and all that other stuff. So well, I actually don't know what I'll do with it. We'll see. If I hit 200K by sometime, we'll see. But anyway, man, gonna get by here. Let's go do some shit. You know the vibes. Let's get it.